Good morning, students. Today we will continue with the chapter Nutrition in Animals. Now, up to parasitic nutrition, we have read. Now, we will read about the human digestive system. Okay. Now, as we take in food inside our mouth, the process of digestion starts. Okay, so the process of digestion starts from our mouth. We take in the food, we cut it into small pieces by our teeth. It mixes with the saliva to form a soft bolus inside our mouth, which we then take inside by our tongue, okay, into the esophagus. Now, the digestive or alimentary canal is a long tube through which the food passes while getting broken into simpler form along this way. Now, as we take in food, I have told you earlier that we take in different kinds of food. Now it goes through the same digestive tract and same process of digestion. So all the foods that we take should be broken into simpler forms to get digested. It should be soft. So what we do, we cut the food with our teeth, then it mixes with the saliva. Now the digestive system is the alimentary system is a system which consists of a digestive or alimentary canal. What is that? It is a long tube consisting of different organs through in which this digestion process occurs. Now, first part of this digestive canal is the mouth. Okay, so mouth is the point of entry through which we take in food. It produces salivary juices, that is saliva, and it has teeth that break the food into simpler forms. Then the next part is the teeth. Now, teeth in humans are essential for chewing of food, thus physically breaking them into smaller pieces. Besides chewing, teeth also helps in the role of speech, that is, it helps us in talking and helps to mix the food with the help of saliva and tongue. Okay. Now, normally babies when born come out with milk teeth. These are called primary teeth. At the age of by the age of 12 to 14 years, all the milk teeth falls and it is replaced by permanent teeth. Okay, so the permanent teeth are 32 in numbers. The type, number and arrangement of the set of teeth is represented by dentition. Okay, now we will read about the types of teeth. Adult human has 14 teeth embedded in each jaw. Means in the upper jaw we have 14 teeth, in the lower jaw we have 14 teeth. Okay. Now in human dentition, you can see the diagram. Here is a diagram. In this diagram, you will be able to see which teeth are known as incisors, which teeth are known as premolars. Okay. Now 14 each jaw means 28 teeth. Then there are again the third molar teeth on each side of the upper jaw and lower jaw, that is 4 in total. Okay, these are also known as wisdom teeth, making the number of teeth 32. Next comes the tongue. Now tongue is a muscular organ that helps to mix the food with the saliva. Okay. So tongue also contains taste buds, okay, which helps us to detect the taste of the food, and it also helps in the power of speech. Okay, now it comes the pharynx and epiglottis. Towards the end of the mouth or oral cavity, there is a chamber which is connected to the nasal chamber. Okay, this common passage is called pharynx. It is through pharynx that the aroma of the food, means the smell of the food, travels to our nasal passage and we perceive the flavor in the food. Okay, means through the pharynx we get the smell of the food, which helps to detect the taste of the food also, that is the flavor of the food. The common passageway also causes hiccups when air enters the food passage. So if this air enters the food passage, we also have hiccups. Now special flap of skin like epiglottis. So epiglottis is a special flap of skin serves this purpose. You could observe the epiglottis at the back of your tongue with a mirror if your mouth is wide open. Okay. Now after chewing and mixing the food is partially digested now. Okay, means it is half digested. Now it travels through the long tube called esophagus. Now, esophagus is a long tube that connects the mouth or buccal cavity. Now, mouth is also known as buccal cavity to the stomach. So, esophagus is a long tube that connects the mouth and the stomach. Okay, food passes through the esophagus with a series of involuntary wave-like motions called peristalsis. Now, food passes from the mouth to the stomach through wave of motion, okay, that is known as peristalsis. Now it is the stomach. Stomach is a J-shaped organ. It is a bag-like structure. The stomach secretes hydrochloric acid in small amounts. This helps to kill bacteria and other germs present in the food, making it acidic. Okay. Strong muscles of the stomach also churn the food vigorously and helps in digestion by mixing it with digestive juices. The food which has not been completely digested is called chyme. Okay, a question can come, what is chyme? Now we will read about small intestine. After stomach, it comes small intestine. Okay. Now the small intestine is a long coiled part. It can sometimes extend to 6 meters or 20 feet in length. Digestion is completed in small intestine, and this is the site of absorption of digested nutrients from the chyme. Okay. Now small intestine is the place where digestion ends. Here the digested nutrients are absorbed. Okay, from the chyme, the inner wall of the small intestine contains numerous finger-like projections called villi. Means the small intestine is a coiled tube. It looks like this. Okay, now this is the finger-like projections. These are known as villi. These villi absorb nutrients into the bloodstream through the fine blood capillaries present close to their surface, making the absorption effective. Energy is provided to the body when the glucose which comes through the digestion of carbohydrate is broken down into carbon dioxide and water in the cells. This process of assimilation is aided by oxygen that is inhaled by the body. The assimilated amino acid has to repair cells and tissues has been that have been damaged, while fat is stored to be used when needed. Okay, now it is the large intestine. It is the large intestine. Now, water and residual minerals are absorbed in the large intestine. Means after the absorption process is complete in the small intestine, the rest of the things, that is the water and some minerals, are absorbed in large intestine from the remaining food. This turns food into semi-solid mass, which is called stool or waste food. Okay. Now this is stored or passed into the rectum. Now rectum and anus. Now rectum is a chamber that begins at the end of the large intestine and ends at the anus. When the stool passes into the rectum, it causes an arch to move towards and defecate and release the stool out of the anus. Okay, now we will read about the digestive glands. Now there are several digestive glands that secretes juices or enzymes that helps in breaking down the complex food chemically. The first is the salivary gland. They help in lubrication of food for gulping them and breaking down of starch. Then it is gastric glands. They are present in the walls of the stomach which secrete gastric juices, helps in the digestion of food. Then it is the liver. It is the largest gland in the body. It secretes bile that is stored in the gallbladder. Pancreas. These glands secrete pancreatic juices that helps in the process of assimilation by break down the nutrients into simpler forms. Okay, now there is feeding and digestion in other organisms. Okay, it is very small. Next day I will teach you this. So today, up to this much. Thank you.